We started back in 98 and built the cellar. First vintage was 99 and we've been going strong for 22 years. The cellar is situated on a hill overlooking Table Bay, the Robben Island Table Mountain with Cape Town nestled into the mountain there. Absolutely pristine views from the cellar. The biggest factors that we have that plays a role in our winemaking is False Bay, which is 28 kilometers away, and then the proximity to Table Bay, which is only 9,000 meters away from the winery. We don't have extremes in the area due to that. And then a huge factor is the Cape Doctor, the southeasterly wind that blows into the area and removes all humidity and keeps the vines healthy. All our farms are in a 10-kilometer radius from the cellar, so we get our grapes in nice and cool, freshly picked. Some winemakers say that it must be pretty boring making wine in Durbanville because the seasons don't vary and the climate is very stable. I always say bring it on, I love that. So any differences that we make in experiments, playing with things, we know it's not the climate of the season that made the change, but it's actually what we've done in the cellar. The wine we're having here is our Cape Honeybee Noble Late Harvest, made from 100% Sauvignon Blanc. The difficult part with this is probably in the vineyard, getting botrytis. We've got the Cape Doctor, the southeasterly wind that blows and actually keeps all our other vines healthy. So it's quite a challenge to get botrytis in the area. We actually induce it by going in with tractors and spraying water on the bunch zone in order to induce this botrytis. And then we try to make it a well-balanced style, not overly sweet. So in the cellar, it's basically, it comes in little hand-picked bins. We press, and that nice syrupy juice is then fermented out slowly. And it's always difficult to know when to stop the fermentation, at what sugar level. And invariably it happens at 2 o'clock in the morning that it is ready. On the nose I get a lot of honeycomb, dried apricots, figs. And the palate, as I said, is not overly sweet. It's very nice, not syrupy. You get the fruit, you get again figs on the aftertaste, with the apricot flavors also following through. It's a lovely wine. You can have it as a dessert wine or just as a little glass on its own.
Thank you for the insight. We specially selected this wine from the Vinatec Wine Bank, our dedicated maturation cellar in Stellenbosch, where all our wines are matured under optimal conditions.